Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. In today's episode, I changed my mind. I did decide to go after Dandelion's quest first, because... Okay. Because it's pretty much the last quest I have to do in Novigrad, and it is a relatively long quest chain from memory, but, as I said, pretty much the last thing I need to do in Novigrad, so makes sense to do it.
Long as they pay and don't hit.
I'd give you a discount for heroic deeds.
Alright, let's go in here. I want to dump these in here. New moon stuff. Anything else I want to keep? The Emmentaler I'll keep. Ed and Death. That's good to sell. All this stuff is good to sell, honestly. I'll keep my fancy clothes on me for now. Alright, I think we're good. A few things I wanted to dump in there just to give me some extra weight. Hey, Dandelion.
Dandelion. Around me thundered the noise of the street. In mourning, an image of majestic distress, with dainty fingers lifting the hem of her dress, a stately woman strode by with hurrying feet.
Dandelion. Hey, hear me?
Geralt, I'm writing, creating... Incidentally, what do you think of that bit?
Heard something awfully similar somewhere.
Could almost swear I've heard it before.
Really? Doesn't seem familiar to me, but it's only a first draft. Needs a lot of revision, let me tell you. Now, what's eating you?
Lots of questions. How'd you come to own a tavern?
Gotta tell me, how'd you wind up owning this establishment?
You'll never believe this. I inherited it from none other than Alonzo Wiley, Whoreson Sr. himself.
You're right, I don't believe it.
Alonzo ruled the local underworld with an iron fist, but deep down, he was a romantic, pure as they come. This place is one of the reasons his son's not my biggest fan. See, Cyprian Jr., that is, wanted to make this a brothel, but the Rosemary went to me, and I planned to turn it into the most elegant venue in town, a den of art and culture.
So presumably Whoreson Sr. was a fan of Dandelion's work, because I don't think they knew each other personally, but maybe they did.
How'd you and Priscilla meet?
It was at the court of Duke Harold, the annual balladry contest. We faced off in the final.
Who won?
I don't remember.
That means she won.
Bet. Probably lost and you don't want to admit it.
Actually, she'd caught my eye, so I let her win. I was counting on getting a prize after the contest.
And did you?
That, my friend, is not your concern.
That's insane. It's always our concern whenever he gets laid. He tells everybody. You want a portrait of Hierarch Hemmelfart?
Got a portrait of Hierarch Hemmelfart I'm willing to part with. Want it?
Yes, those halfling painters. This one of theirs? Wonderful. I put this up at the Rosemary in time. It'll make those temple guard inspections so much easier.
Nice. Molly says hello.
Ran into Molly. She says hello.
Molly? Which Molly?
One you promised to show your butterfly collection to.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly didn't need inventive. She needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. But give her a smile. Notice her shoes. Let her chat about them a bit. And she'd turn into a wellspring of passion.
He's kind of a dick. Right? Remind me about Sophronia.
What did you want from Sophronia? Slipped my mind.
Geralt, I want to transform this esteemed establishment into a first-class cabaret. And that takes funds. Enter Sophronia.
I remember now. Gotta help you convince her you're trustworthy.
Exactly. And to do that, we need a sword from Madame Irina Renard's prop collection. So, will you help?
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see. Get the sword from Madame Arena and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
Old man Newman left me a gift last time.
What?
Fantastic. So,
What's he schemed up this time?
pretty much exactly what I was going to say, Geralt. So Geralt,
Stinks.
Hey there, handsome.
Decomposing flesh. Human flesh.
interesting.
Sword wound. Shallow, but severed his artery. What are you holding? Kept running. Key. Till he bled to death.
What village are you from?
Willows. It's into my area, 2 days' road from Vizima. Wolfguard arrived there just before.
Hey, mate. Someone invite you here?
No. Followed a trail of human blood.
Oh, so you found our pal Derek? Well, well. Must have a good eye. After our little, well, falling out, I spent half a day looking for him. And all I got out of it was a stroll and some dog shit on my shoes. Soiled me finest poolades. Snake skin. Take a gander.
What are you gabbing for? Cleaver said it clear. Anyone finds our den, shove him between the ribs and drop him in the gutter.
Think, Grun. Just once use your fucking melon. If the Witcher's found the body, he's found the key too. Can't open the drop box without the key. We don't open the drop box, Cleaver don't get what he ordered. Cleaver don't get what he ordered, he gets angry. You want that? Didn't think so.
Smart one in the group.
Hark here, mate. You got 2 options. First, give us the key. I pay you for your trouble and everyone goes their own way smiling. Second, make a fuss. We do what Grun wants. Sit between your ribs.
I don't like being threatened.
2 things only the greatest fools do. Throw stones at hornets' nests and threaten a witcher.
Damn. Honestly, I would have been okay with just, like... Oh, there's more upstairs. No, there's bandits out the back. Interesting. Nice. I think I technically looted this box. You know, I'm gonna go kill. Just to make this easier on myself. There's some breaking going on right now. There we go.
Keep it together, lads!
You'll never learn.
Watch it, Tran. Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
Alright, now he's dead. Let's go back up here and see if I can loot this thing. I unlocked it, but I don't know what's going on. It's still highlighting. I'm pretty sure I got it though. It was like 300 crowns or something. It's fine. I technically just stole from Cleaver, but I don't think he's going to care too much in the grand scheme of things because his men are dead, so he's not going to know it was me. Cabaret. Let's go borrow a prop sword. As we got distracted along the way, but nevertheless. We need to go to Madame Irina's, which is like... I think the fastest way for me to... Whoops. I think the fastest way for me to get there is actually to go through the town center, right? Unless this is now unlocked. Because there is a way through here, but it was previously locked, I think. But I may have unlocked it because I've done the quest already. Yeah, I have. Fantastic.
See those poor wretches who fled vengeance.
Hey, Irina.
Ah, so good to see you.
You and Dudu know each other well?
Yes, though he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once?
Mm-hmm. Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge. Bloodthirsty tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly. That must be why. Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
Interesting. It's also a perfect job for a Doppler is to be an actor, really, isn't it?
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
My, whatever do you need that for?
I don't
No
know,
idea.
but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voila.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Interesting. She's under the impression that Dandelion may actually decide to, muscle in on her territory, I suppose, would be one way of looking at it. Let's see. I assume she lives in the rich quarter, because the whole point is that Dandelion wants money. Yeah. I think I can run through here, though. Yep, there's a staircase up here, we're good. Perfect.
Ah, finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Interesting. Give me a second. No, we're back. Sorry about that. It's pretty good.
This can actually work.
Written your lines already.
You've written what?
So you know what to say during the performance. Here. And your mask. Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
Makes sense.
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
Stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench, and bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
No, not the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born. On guard!
Come on, come closer.
Better than I thought.
Go on, Dandelion! I mean, Crimson Avenger!
Oh, just beat me, Dandelion.
The Crimson Avenger triumphs again.
My hair! Are you well?
One blow struck true. Another scar from my collection.
Come inside. I shall bandage you up. Be gone, vile bandit, or the Crimson Avenger will beat you senseless!
I'll let him win. Is there a quicker way for me to get back there than running? Not really. I mean, I could potentially fast travel, but I think running is going to be quicker. He actually did some not unsubstantial damage, to be honest. Did I just say I got pissed like a racehorse? What is that supposed to mean? So it seemed his plan seemed to work like amazingly well. I decided to trust him in his plan simply because I think classically I don't. I think classically I've beaten him up and like, you know, I think it ends up working out for you in the long run anyway, but it's just funny. I thought I'd go along with him this time though, and everything seemed to work out fine, so that's cool, I guess.
Wanna bite me, Wolfie?
You never given me
Sure.
nothing but floppy diddly. You don't know.
Zoltan.
I've already done all the...
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
I've already done all the conversations. In the morning, eh?
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Please decide where I bust a vessel.
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
He's doing it for you, Dylan. Yep, Dandelion's doing it for you. Make it your decision.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
I associate boudoirs with a feminine elegance that also has an edge. Claws, you might say. That fits a cabaret perfectly.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
I love that no matter what job dwarves do, they're always impatient assholes. It's kind of great.
Well. Guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. I'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time.
That's true.
And he's never missed a performance.
Also true.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Good work, girl. Fine, Dandelion. What a fantastic quest step.
Wanna bite me, Wolfie?
Oi, oi, oi.
It's a waste of words.
I should check where I'm going before I try and run there. I'm right here. It's fine. Actually, looks like we're heading towards Ibeer's place. Not quite. We're behind Ibeer's place.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait! Do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary in Time. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter and start looking.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Oh, Dandelion.
Find anything?
Not here. The key.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt.
Oh, Dandelion.
But its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose... in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was putty in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
He's not wrong.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlegs. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. plowing artist's got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I
fair
decided
enough.
we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
Yeah, I've just noticed that Dandelion's cravat is made of silk, which is kind of insane. Like, you look at what everybody else in this place is wearing, and he's wearing a fucking silk cravat. I'll get the placards, you head back to the Rosemary.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, where Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
Of course!
Said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
That's a really non-specific direction, but I'll take it. Luckily, it's enough for Geralt. I'm surprised how surprised Dandelion is that I'm helping him. The amount that I help Dandelion throughout the entirety of their lives is kind of insane. We're sitting at 26 minutes. I think I'm going to go see Rotlick, and then after I've seen Rotlick, I think we're going to end the episode. No, I think I'm going to keep going until the next major story point, which you will know when we get there. But Rotlick should be around here somewhere. Up here, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe he's on the other side.
My, what a freak.
Well, this is intriguing. Clearly there's supposed to be something in here for a different quest. I think that might have been where... I don't know. We'll see. Clearly his house is on this side. Yeah, that's better. Hello. Bandits.
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
You're not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred! You'll regret this, mutant. Come on.
Alright, now we're good. I was fully expecting to kill them. Turns out we're just fist fighting.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle bud estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
Gambling problem.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
He does look like he's quite a good artist. I'm not going to steal from him. The reason I stopped them from stealing, by the way, is simply because he's Dandelion's friend. That's going to be the quickest way for me to fast travel, I think. Luckily, I've already been to Vegelbud Estate, so it's pretty easy for me to get there. Literally just a fast travel point. Which I do actually enjoy about this quest design as well, is they send you to places that you're guaranteed to have gone before. And the reason you're guaranteed to have gone there before is simply because to get this quest in the first place, you have to have gone to Vegelbud Estate, because you need to go there to save Dandelion. So they pretty much know that you have the fast travel point. So they're sending you like fairly far out of the city, but it's fairly far out of the city where they know you can actually fast travel. Which is appreciated at the very least. Really? Couldn't have just walked around those ropes, Geralt? You're a jockey? Really? You do not look like a jockey. Right, like...
Seems you're a considerable psalm in the red, but you shan't back out on an account, eh?
Don't have much of a choice before.
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers.
Hmm.
One
Very
debt
rich.
More or less makes little difference to him.
So he's... Oh, interesting. So I think what they're implying here is he bought his debt. And then he's given him a chance. He's like, if you win this race, then it's all paid. I think is the implication I'm getting here.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I should be in bondage to him for all time.
I'll pay your debt.
Let me pay off your debt. No strings attached.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Seemed easier than doing a horse race. Also, apparently there's a quest up here, which I'm intrigued about. They both had the same voice line, that was hilarious. Oh, race master. Probably for a horse race. I don't care. Alright, so... But it's now on my map, so that question mark will stay there forever. Which is useful. So if I want to, at some point, come and do all these those quests, it's there for me to do. However, what I want to do is go back to the Rosemary in time to return to Dandelion. Now, I'm sure Dandelion wouldn't have wanted us to do that, because he doesn't like being in debt to his friends, but as far as they're concerned, they're not in debt, because I just paid him. It was a gift. It's funny, though, because that was, like, no money whatsoever to me to even think about. I was like, yeah, sure, take it. Okay. But, but for him, it's like his entire life savings, essentially.
I've told you, the piece is sad, melancholy. It needs a minor key.
But I wanted
to ruin everything. We'll start an email.
She's pushy.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all. But I'd imagine something more, more theatrical.
Don't you like it? But I thought a boudoir would be right in line with your tastes.
Oh, you chose it. Well, I'm not saying it's bad, just different. Not exactly what I'd envisaged. You know, now that I think about it, you're absolutely right. A boudoir's the perfect setting for a cabaret. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the Chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Kinda have to.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation.
Yeah.
Just a better ring to it all round.
There's old placards going around saying that Rosemary and Thyme is a brothel, so it's probably better to change the name.
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premiere will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
Dandelion.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
The irony coming from Dandelion.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Valmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course, let's go.
I love they don't give you a choice there.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail.
Flail.
Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
I'll take the help.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers. Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine.
And that is where we're going to leave it for next episode, to leave you on a cliffhanger. Preventative medicine, i.e. killing drowners in the sewer. It's a badass surgeon, let's be honest. Excuse me. But that's going to be it for this episode, so if you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Whew. Getting into it. See you next time, guys.